Not everybody else, because I don't want everybody to see
Naked video?
Yeah, I'm gonna strip during the podcast.
Cool.
Nice.
That might get you some more viewers.
All right, and welcome to another episode of the Outer Heaven Tubecast. If you're listening to this when it was released, well, I'm sorry. I don't know why you're listening to this bullshit. But anyway, I don't really have anything, any fun, nice little, beginning tagline or anything for this podcast, and I honestly don't really give a fuck. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna introduce our guests. First up, we have JD McFly, who was on our last episode.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Hi. I hear you're very cold up there.
Oh yeah, it's Canada. It's you think you get used to it. You do sometimes, but not all the time.
Yeah.
So, I'll survive.
And we got Adam from Replayability. He has been on this channel a couple times. So
hello there. I suffered through Snake's Revenge for everybody else's enjoyment.
Oh yes.
That's my claim to fame.
Last time he was on this channel, that was a while ago.
It's my claim to fame.
Dang.
On the Brazzle the Gamer channel.
Classic.
Pain
Good
and
music.
torture.
And last but not least, we have a first guest to the Brazzle the Gamer channel, and that is Tam. He goes by 753 on Twitter, but I'll have to spell that out because he spells it out not too hard.
I'm pretty unique.
Yes.
Good to be here.
Yeah. Glad to have you on. He's a good guy to follow on Twitter. He's written an article or two for Gaming Rebellion, I think. It's been a while, but
nice.
But hopefully he'll get back to that soon. All right, so today we wanted to talk about the Nintendo Switch. On the 12th of January, Nintendo is going to be doing one of their... Is it a Nintendo Direct?
It's a live presentation from what I've seen.
It is a live...
That's what I've heard.
So they're gonna talk about the Switch. They're gonna actually give us some information on the damn thing. They kind of teased us with like the general functionality of it a couple months ago, and I mean I think it looks pretty cool. What do you guys think?
Terrible. Day zero will not buy it. Just kidding.
I'm looking forward to it myself. I think it's going to be great.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty fucking solid too. Not gonna lie.
Same. I think it definitely has. There's like a positive energy around it. I don't know. Like a lot of people really seem to get it, whereas with the Wii U, a lot of people were really confused and baffled by it, which I don't really understand. But the Switch, people get it, and I'm looking forward to it as well.
Yeah. So for the people who watch my channel who are normally pretty retro focused and haven't been up on the latest, the Switch is essentially, it looks like it's a handheld console hybrid where the screen, you actually dock the screen, or the console itself. The console itself has a screen on it. You can dock it and it'll play on your TV. But if you want to like go and do some other stuff outside and play some games while you're running around, you can pull the console out of the dock, put the tear the controller apart, and put the controller onto the console itself, and it becomes, well, it looks kind of like a Wii U gamepad. It
much sleeker,
much sleeker, much sexier.
Yeah. Really nice.
Looks really good. So a lot of people are excited about it. But I guess the big part about this system, especially, Nintendo's kind of been, I don't want to say they've been tight-lipped about it, but I know Tam's got a good point of view on like the timing of their announcement of the system. Do you care to go over that?
Well, I mean, what I got from it is coming out sometime March 2017, worldwide release.
Mm-hmm.
it's right around the time Americans are getting their tax returns.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's true.
And I know a lot of people who get their tax returns and go out and splurge and buy that big electronic, purchase that they've been holding off on. I know it's kind of awkward to not have more on it, and I know most consoles launch, in the holiday season toward the end of the year, but they're doing something different with this. And if you look at how Nintendo's released their handhelds, it's around the same timing. They usually do late spring releases for their handhelds, and it kind of matches that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
I hadn't even thought of that, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, everybody's bitching about Nintendo right now not releasing over the holidays, which they didn't. They just had their Nintendo NES Classic release. Plus, the new Pokemon games came out as well right before the holiday season.
Yeah.
So,
Super Mario Run.
Yeah, Super Mario Run came out. Apparently, it hasn't been doing very well either. But
no, that game's been getting torn apart. It looks good for a mobile game.
Yeah,
I mean, we talked about last time, but just saying. Yeah.
So, so this game, the Switch, they're gonna release in March apparently, and they're just now getting around to, announcing it like officially. I mean, they had the little teaser a while back. So, I guess why. Does anybody have any insight on why it took them so long? They just teased it for so long. Was there anything behind that? Were they trying to kind of leak information out, or?
Do you mean like the time between the trailer, like the 2.5 minute trailer or whatever, and then now? Was that
No. I mean like whenever the whole NX thing was.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they ever really announced it, right?
Yeah, NX.
Right.
That was they talked about it early 2015. They started mentioning the NX and this and that, and the hints here and there, just dropping it. I think it's just because the Wii U wasn't doing so hot, but I still think, and I know me and Adam talked about this, that was kind of a little too early, because I know people that were like on the fence about getting a Wii U, and then all the NX stuff started coming out, and they're like, oh, I'll just wait.
Yeah.
So that kind of helped kill the Wii U a little bit. Maybe not kill. I mean, the Wii U's kind of had its issues, but if they should have been a little more discreet about it, saying, "Oh, we're working on something, but still buy these. We got Mario Maker, we got this, we got Devil's Third," which no one bought that, but
yeah, nobody got that.
Oh, gosh.
I have a copy. So,
me too. I'd love to play online with you, but we can't do that anymore.
Not anymore.
That got shut down. Sadly.
I think the early announcement of the NX, just saying that it was in development, I really think that was a knee-jerk reaction to announcing their mobile plans.
Okay.
DNA.
Yeah, with DNA and sitting down and going, hey, we're going to start releasing some mobile games. But they knew how the press would spin that. And I think Iwata was, up against a wall and just wanted to say, hey, but we're still working on dedicated consoles.
Yeah.
Giving it a name, I think, was a huge mistake.
Yeah, they could have just said, hey, they could have just implied that they were working on a console instead of being like, oh, and the NX is coming out sometime soon. Because as soon as the people had, picturing the people on the fence about the Wii U, right?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they heard the name of this thing, and that it was actually like a physical object, it was basically Iwata just pushing them off the fence the wrong way.
It almost made it more. It made it more real, like the fact that there was something that was going to come out and replace the Wii U.
Yeah.
As soon as you name a thing, it's a thing.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
Huh. All right. Well, okay. So everybody and their brother has some kind of opinion on the Switch, and you just constantly see people it's it's almost like they either really want to see Nintendo fail or they're really, really
Yep.
worried that Nintendo will fail. And I mean, I think it's kind of silly, to be honest, that everybody's like putting so much stock into this the way that they are. I mean, yeah, it's big and it's important. It's important to Nintendo, but I mean, why are people getting so worked up over this?
It's always the third party stuff is what it comes down to. Like, I don't know, because people think that if Nintendo continues to not get third party support or get it for like, you know, a few months and then lose it, that they're not going to be able to sustain themselves, which is just wrong. Like, they've got so much money. They've been around for over 100 years. Like, even if for some reason the Switch turns out to be a flop, they're going to be fine. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They'll
be putting their games on Steam. They're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But, yeah, I mean, the third-party thing is a huge thing for, I don't know, people are just like, oh, if they can't get it, then Nintendo's dead. Nintendo-doomed, all that garbage.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, but, like, at the same time, from, you know, I like Nintendo, and from my perspective, like, yeah, I'm also concerned they're not going to get that third-party support, because I want them to succeed. But, like, everything's been positive. A lot of third-party companies have been like, hey, this is really cool. Like, the what's that? I don't forget that guy's name from Bethesda, but he was like, yeah, the best tech demo I've ever seen. Like,
Right.
That's saying a lot. I don't know if that's just like him, you know, throwing out buzzwords to pump it up and try to get sales for himself when they eventually put Skyrim on there. But I'd like to think that it's actually like a solid system that's actually impressed these people, because I feel like it's impressed a lot of the public.
It seems to be getting a lot of attention from devs. I mean, Wii U came out, it had no reaction from Epic. They provide the Unreal Engine. This time around, they're like, oh no, there are going to be a lot of Unreal Engine 4 ports.
Yeah.
It's built into like the main source code, so it's not a split off or a fork. Yeah. It's a different game, quite literally. I think it's Todd Howard's the guy from Bethesda, and the way he put it was like they had their engine up and running on it in a short period of time.
Yeah.
That's
my
huge.
thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The thing is it being based off of hardware that the developers are familiar with, being based off Tegra, and having NVIDIA involved at the API level, I think is going to make things radically different. They've streamlined all their back-end processing for publishing. They've got those dev kits out for the big third parties. It sounds like a radically different beginning than the Wii U had.
So it's going to be an easy to develop for system, is what you're saying.
Easier,
yeah,
probably.
So. Yes.
Definitely easier, because it's running. It's what, x86, and the Wii U was what, PowerPC.
PowerPC.
Yeah. Oy. So I mean that alone, architecture-wise alone, it's, you know, they're gonna have. It's going to be better. And I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, it's weaker than Xbone, it's going to get nothing. And I don't know. I when you can put, and I always use this as an example, I know you guys aren't really big fans of the series, but when you can put Call of Duty Black Ops on the Wii and have it run, you know, reasonably well with voice chat and blah, blah, blah and all that, they can do anything with the Switch as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. You know, it's just, especially if the sales are there, the devs, you know, they'll put stuff on there. They don't want to leave. Nobody wants to leave money on the table. So I think if it sells well, and I'm just based on reactions and how it's been, I think we're going to get quite a bit of stuff. Plus, Nintendo, they're definitely streamlining their handheld and console. They kind of merged it into one. So
and they know how to do handheld. And they
very
know.
Nice. Yeah, very nice release. You know, throughout the year. Like, how many games do they release, say, on console and handheld through the year, like first-party releases? You guys know, just off the top of your head?
I mean, off the top of my head, I'd say they have at least one a month.
Yeah.
For first party. So.
And that's a lot more than anybody else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and now
And the quality is usually there, unless we're talking about like Mario Power Tennis or whatever for the Wii U, Ultra Smash.
yeah.
Power was the quality wasn't there for that, but you never know. I'm sorry, Adam, I cut you off, man.
No, it's totally cool. I don't remember what I was going to say though.
I mean, if you take the sales of the 3DS family, and that was the Wii U, unquestionably, Nintendo would not only be rolling in money, but the public perception of sales would be incredible.
Yeah.
Simplifying everything into one hardware platform, I think, is only going to benefit them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Actually, was like just having the one console to focus on, supposedly, and have all of the like releasing their games on like this one thing. Like it's going to be a huge draw for people just to grab one.
Mhm.
Like, I mean,
Yep.
that's pretty awesome. Assuming, of course, they're not going to do another 3DS line or something like that. I mean, who the hell knows, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like they are, from the sounds of it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're hedging their bet, but they did that with the original DS. When that was coming out, they said, "Oh no, we're not replacing the Game Boy." We never saw another Game Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They called it though the third pillar.
The
It's gonna
third
be
pillar.
the console, the Game Boy, and then the DS, and then nope.
Yeah.
It's all about the DS, but hey, solid handheld. So
Absolutely.
So why is it though that people they're just like addicted to seeing the failure? Like, I mean, I can understand where like some people want to see them fail because they want to play Nintendo games, but they don't want to have to like buy a Nintendo system.
yes,
And that makes sense to me. But then there's all the other people that are like, oh, I want Nintendo to succeed. I want them to succeed, but they're fucking everything up. It's Nintendo, like you were saying. What's even the point in getting so worked up over that?
I don't know. It's armchair analysts. I don't know. I think that just happens when you spend too much time on sites like NeoGAF and stuff. It's just some of the meltdowns there. It's just like you get news and oh my gosh, it's like the end of the world. But then the next day everyone's back to normal and they're like, all right, Switch is going to be great. It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah. I mean, I think it comes down to two things. Nintendo is kind of a property or a brand you grow out of.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's the perception. I started with my Nintendo, and then I became a man, and I moved on to the Xbox.
Got my Xbox.
And you want to put childish things away, and you want to sit there and say, "I'm not wearing diapers anymore."
Yeah.
There's some of that perception, and I think the other side of it is the anger that Nintendo won't do what they want. They want Metroid to turn into Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's true.
They want Nintendo to get dark and gritty just like everyone else.
Yeah. Dead Space Metroid. That'd be amazing, though. I'm just saying. Dead Space Metroid. We gotta have it.
I'd be interested.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, I'd give that a try if it were like Aliens. What?
Oh,
what
yeah.
was it? Alien
Colonial
Insurrection
Marine?
or something.
Oh
No.
Not Colonial Marine? That's a bad one.
Isolation?
Isolation.
yeah, Isolation.
Okay.
Sick game.
I didn't get too far on that. I tried. I don't know.
But yeah, all that kitty stuff, wasn't that kind of I'm pretty sure it started on the N64, but I remember people flipping out back on Wind Waker, because of the cell shaded graphics, and that's like one of the best. That's like the best, in my opinion, of the 3D Zeldas. I love that one.
That drove me nuts when people didn't just got turned off from that art style. I was like, are you kidding me? It's amazing. It lets them do like so much more imaginative stuff. And that's like what a lot of it reminds you of like the old artwork and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Then everyone wanted Twilight Princess. And don't get me started on Twilight Princess because I'll rip it apart.
Brown Zelda.
It's the brown Zelda. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I like Twilight Princess. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
the art style between Wind Waker and Skyward Sword and now Breath of the Wild, where it's got that kind of watercolor,
Yeah.
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 it's just incredible. It's like
So
nothing
good.
else.
It's so good.
Yeah, I think especially with Breath of the Wild, man, you look at the art style with that, and I guess to a point, Skyward Sword, yeah, Skyward Sword as well. I mean, you look at that, and that's not dark and gritty, but I mean it's not kiddie, is it?
No.
It
No.
doesn't
No.
look like it. I think especially Breath of the Wild. Holy crap!
Yeah.
I mean, it
it's-
looks like
It,
it looks grown up, but still whimsical at the same time.
Exactly.
almost like a Studio Ghibli style.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
quite, but it's there. It's
Yeah.
definitely an in between, in a sense. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I think it's a really good art style. Yeah, ever since they, like, I liked it with Skyward Sword too. I like that style, the kind of impressionist sort of looking thing.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was solid looking, and I'm glad they're kind of sticking with that. Make it less realistic than people seem to want it to be. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's a video game. It doesn't have to be realistic.
No.
I find the more realistic you make a game, the more boring it seems to be. So,
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't
Definitely.
know.
I mean, and then with the models, you start hitting that uncanny valley.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I have a real appreciation for something a little more stylized.
And I think looking at the specs of the Switch, that apparently it's not going to be as powerful as everything else. But you look at a game like Mario Kart 8 or
Yeah.
Super Mario 3D World, because they're not using those hyper realistic, like Nintendo first party stuff isn't using the hyper realistic graphics. You don't need that extra power. They can make really good looking games without without that extra
Mhm.
teraflop or whatever the fuck people are.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo was pushing the 60 FPS on
Mhm.
Wii U.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, they started pushing it on 3DS, and that's a far weaker system.
yeah,
And like Smash Brothers, like is 1080p, 60 frames per second, and like
Right.
that game looks fucking beautiful on the Wii U. Like
Yeah.
if we're
Very
getting
nice.
something like that portable, and then like higher processing when it's plugged in, like it's really not gonna it's gonna be whatever. It's not gonna be like your Xbox One or your PS4 in your hands because that's fucking unreasonable.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's gonna be like a pretty cool console. Like I think I remember seeing like someone mentioned a while ago. I forget who it was, but it was like it's gonna be like 2 to 3 times as strong as the Wii U, and like that's fine.
Mhm.
Like stuff
When
looks
docked.
great.
Yeah.
Stuff
Yeah.
looks great. Like
Mhm.
it still can. You just gotta. I don't know.
I mean, we're
With
definitely.
the
Go ahead.
I was going to say with the NVIDIA hardware, the Tegra series, you've got the RISC processor and everything. It's more efficient, so it may not be as powerful clock for clock. It's not quite 1-to-1 to the x86 and in the PS4 and everything, but
Yeah.
it's going to be very efficient. And with NVIDIA providing API support and it supporting Vulkan, from a developer standpoint, they're basically getting closer to the metal than they can get anywhere.
Mhm. Plus, I mean, the only thing we've seen is clock speeds. Like we haven't seen like anything about like any confirmed stuff about the architecture, and like that's kind of what it comes down to. So
Yeah.
I
The
don't know.
only confirmation we have is it's based on the Tegra X1.
yeah,
Some sort of custom Tegra.
yeah,
But I mean, if you look at it as a handheld first, if you look at this thing as a portable, it is going to be the most powerful handheld ever.
by far, like by far.
Oh yeah.
And the ability to dock that and clock it up to 1080p,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Plus, supposedly increase like the settings and stuff, like with the Unreal Engine, like how it modifies the settings automatically and stuff. Like,
Right.
and that's like like it's gonna be a good looking system. People just need to stop shitting their pants that it's not gonna be a PS4.
People worry too much
PS5.
about numbers. I think.
Yes, I agree.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It's just there's a certain point where you start, the law of diminishing returns starts kicking in, and we've seen that even from the PS3 to the PS4, the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One. Yeah, some of these games look really good. The resolutions are really high, but it's not like such a major freaking jump that that it, unless you're like a hardcore graphics file. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you get that on PC.
Yeah.
You take a game like Call of Duty. I can run it on medium. You can run it on high. But congratulations.
Yeah.
If
same
it's
game.
optimized running 60 frames per second, I'm good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I think people get too worried and hung up on that for sure.
Definitely. And just on the topic of just like graphical power, I think that's what's killing the industry. That's what's raising
Absolutely.
up prices. I feel that video game consoles need to be far more accessible to people. I think that'd be the best. And if we just keep focusing on graphical horsepower every gen, that's the big thing. That's just gonna end down. It's a narrow path, right? I want more creativity in the game development sector, and everyone, like especially this gen, like look what Capcom's doing. It's all remakes, remasters, and the Street Fighter 5. Like you know what I mean? Like that's all it is. That's all it is. And I mean, Monster Hunter too, on the 3DS and stuff. And I'm sure like old Nintendo, they're kind of guilty of that too. They're bringing over Mario Kart 8 and stuff. But it's an issue. Like especially that's just what I've noticed. Like you get awesome games like Doom, and you get like Uncharted remastered, and this remastered, and that remastered. It's like
Last of Us remastered.
Yeah.
2 months after the original release.
Yeah, that was weird. I mean, the only reason I can kind of justify the releasing the remastered games is because it's like it costs them nothing to do.
Oh yeah.
And so it's just like, hey, more money so we can put that towards developing of new games or new IP. True. But then, you look at the case of Capcom where not much new is coming out.
Yeah.
But it's almost like they're just treading water, till the next Street Fighter release or Resident Evil.
Or
Monster Hunter.
What's that guy's name? Ultra Boy.
Mighty Number 9?
Mighty... I forget his name.
Mighty Number Fuck You?
He was like greenish blue.
Yeah, something like that. He's on Captain N. I forget his name.
Oh, yeah.
Simon.
You got it. That's it.
Simon Man. Yeah,
Did you see that Mega Man X is going to be a major part of Marvel versus Capcom?
Yes.
That's his big return.
Yeah, I know, right?
The story mode in a fighting game.
Oh, no, and that was Mega Man Classics. Big return was Smash Brothers.
Yes.
It's like, oh my god, he's back, but it's just...
he's going to become... He's a fighting game exclusive character now.
Oh! That's awful.
Yeah.
Well, he is a super fighting robot.
He is a fighting robot, that's right.
That's true.
Yeah, but at least he lives on in those excellent fan games that people have been releasing.
That is true.
Yeah.
Shut him down. Shut him down, Capcom.
Shit, man. I know this is way off topic, but I'm almost okay with fans creating Mega Man games and those being our Mega Man games, because fans are going to be a lot more loving with the source material than the people who just want to make money off of it.
Oh yeah, Mega Man Unlimited was fantastic.
Oh, it was amazing. And this new one that one guy's released or working on, I don't even remember the name of the game or the name of the project. But that Mega Man, like, it looks like a Mega Man Metroidvania. Mega Man X.
Mega Man X Corrupted.
Yeah, that looks sweet. I cannot wait until he gets that done.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, see, and that actually kind of segues into something that I could kind of talk about with the Switch. So, what new or what old IPs do you guys want to see revive on the Switch?
Star Tropics.
Star Tropics.
I
Star
know
Tropics.
beat me to it. Beat me to it. It's all good.
Star Tropics.
Urban Champion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's time.
True.
Ice Climber.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm telling you, man, you give Urban Champion to Way Forward, I will play that.
They would find a way. They would make it.
But I don't know, man. Besides Metroid, I want a 2D Metroid again.
yeah.
Yeah, I want a 2D
Yeah.
Metroid too.
I want a lot of 2D stuff.
Do like a 2D Metroid like Shadow Complex. I want to play Shadow Complex. It's like
I've got
It's-
it, but I
it's-
haven't played it yet.
it's like Super Metroid, but it's just like, it's like side scrolling and stuff perfectly, but at the same time it's 3D, so you can see in the background, the foreground to add like, the more of the scenery and stuff. Like keep it a side scroller at its core, but you can add those background elements so it really like ramp up the atmosphere and everything. It'd be cool.
What'd they say that new Double Dragon was coming out on? Just PS4?
I don't know. I don't really think it looks that good, honestly.
I don't really think so either, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's only confirmed for PS4 and PC right now, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I play the hell out of the first Double Dragon, and that's really it.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Battletoads Double Dragon, that's where it's at right there.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
It's a good one.
Actual Battletoads game. Where's the Battletoads game? I mean, they're not going to come out on a Nintendo console because it's Rare owned, and they've got the Xbox, but they made that appearance in Shovel Knight, and
Right.
I could have sworn that there was supposed to be a new Battletoads game announced soon. I remember hearing that a while ago. And he's in Rash is in fucking Kick too. He's a fighter in it, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
I would like to see EA's return to Nintendo with sports games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't play them, but other people do, and that's important. It's important to have them on the system.
Yes.
You need all the bases covered for sure. I would really love if we got Titanfall 2. I don't know if it'll happen. Just because I've heard such good things about the campaign mode. I'd love that. Also, BF1. I'm a Battlefield guy too, so I like those games. Sorry,
I heard we might
sorry
get
to
Destiny
disappoint.
2 on Switch.
Might get what? Sorry?
Oh,
Destiny 2?
Yeah.
That could be cool.
interesting.
I've
Try
heard
that.
that's under consideration because I mean that's Activision and Bungie,
Yeah.
and Activision did put a couple of games on Wii U.
Yeah, they did.
Um,
They've been always pretty good
Wait, Dishonored
I'd say
2
with,
is Activision?
supporting.
Because didn't
Dishonored is Bethesda, isn't it?
Dishonored, the first one, Bethesda... it's Bethesda published Dishonored
Yeah.
2. Arcane Studios is the developer.
And Bethesda is working on Switch.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Man,
So-
if they brought Doom over, I'd shit myself. They probably won't. But I've also heard apparently Doom is super well optimized. So
Mm-hmm.
it's apparently the optimization for it is through the fucking roof. So
Yeah.
who knows? Who knows?
I buy it for a snap map alone because that
It's so
snap
good.
map is amazing.
Yeah.
The things that they're gonna, the thing about third party on Nintendo is the conception that M-rated games don't sell.
No.
And they do if they're on time and they're optimized.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If they
And
bring
if-
Doom
yeah.
out and it's $60, it's not going to sell.
And it
You
has to
know.
have all the same features too.
Exactly.
yeah.
I was just gonna say
When fucking I got Injustice on the Wii U, and so did Patrick, and we were just we were like, hey, wait, why can't we play with each other? Why can't we find the friend battle thing? And they just didn't include friend battles in it.
That's so dumb.
It's why the fuck would you do that? That's a staple. How hard is that to do?
That's
Right.
pretty bad.
I bought Batman Arkham Origins on Wii U and bought the season pass, and Nintendo refunded me because Warner Brothers said they weren't going to bother putting all the DLC on it.
It's so brutal.
Oh, well,
It's
good to
amazing.
know, because that's what I was going to play the game on, so I guess, no.
Not if you want all the DLC, but
I don't really care about DLC.
it's a decent port. But
Yeah.
All
I
right.
liked it. That was good.
Yeah, it's just gotta be, it's just gotta be treated right. Like, you bring it to the system, just treat it properly. Treat it like an actual release. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, like Madden on Wii U was a port of the Wii game.
Yeah.
Like it didn't have Frostbite or the
Oh,
new engine
yeah.
or whatever the hell.
Nice.
It was the Wii game.
Yeah.
Don't do that this time around.
Yeah.
Actually put a little bit of effort into it.
I mean, I'll be honest. If EA decides to release the NHL series on the Switch, that will push me further to the buying the Switch camp, honestly. Because right now I don't have a way to play the latest NHL game, and it's got my team on it. So
Yeah.
that makes me a little sad that I don't have anything to play it on. But
I'm hoping DNA's involvement will give us some more of the kind of standard online features that we would expect.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice.
they've got to. I mean, it would be dumb. It would just be straight up stupid if they did not include standard online gaming stuff that, they've missed this with how many generations now?
Two,
Right.
Yeah, I guess 2 since they started doing it. That's
Yeah.
like so stupid.
And I mean,
Like,
that's one of the, I would almost argue that that's like one of the biggest reasons why they probably haven't done so well with this last generation. It's like, why are you going to buy a Wii U if you can't play games online with your friends easily?
yeah, I've remember seeing a rumor that it's like, well, okay, so they released the patent or whatever a while ago, and like the headphone jack is an audio input and output, so it's got a microphone, so
Right.
That's
you
good.
could have microphone input. But then I saw a rumor that it was like, oh, Splatoon and Mario Kart were going to have voice chat. But it's like, if you're specifying those two games have voice chat, then it's sort of underhandedly suggesting that there isn't a party chat at the same time. So it's hard to like, I don't know. I mean, we're going to find out in 9 fucking days. But it's
Yeah.
like, I just really don't want them to fuck up.
Well, okay. So they specifically mentioned those two games, but don't you think maybe they mentioned those two games because they didn't have them before, and maybe they're just saying, "Oh, now they're going to have it."
Maybe.
I mean, it's possible, just because Nintendo first party has been terrible about voice chat or party systems. But I mean, again, kind of going back to the hardware being based off of what's essentially an Android tablet. Rumor hit, I think, earlier this morning that it's going to keep the Bluetooth support. So Bluetooth headsets right there. It's going to be a hell of a lot more convenient.
Yeah.
But again, it's Nintendo. They might say we're a little scared of it. Wii U supported voice chat in games. Like the Call of Duty games had voice chat.
Yep.
But Nintendo was like, we're not providing servers and we're not doing anything on it. You want to do voice chat, you do it.
Yep.
So, it's not like live.
It's just weird. It's really weird. I don't know.
Yeah. I could understand maybe back in like 2004 when the DS came out, they were really worried about it. But by the time the Wii came out, especially the Wii U, they should have gotten over that. When they see like they like Sony and Microsoft, and they never really had any major issues, with that stuff other than just harassment, which sucks, and I think you should be able to report that garbage. But than that, that's probably what they're worried about, harassment. But you just gotta have a report feature, and then Nintendo, they really gotta keep on that. So, but other than that, they're lagging. But I'm with the rest of the group. I really want them to, do their best. And I mean, at the very least, we have Discord and stuff these days. So and Skype.
Yeah.
So it's not a massive killer for me anymore, but for some people, it really is. So
Just having it in one.
It's just
would
ease.
great.
Ease. Definitely.
I mean, I'm hopeful with that share button that they're going to embrace online in a better way. Give us the YouTube streaming, the Twitch streaming.
That would be nice.
I would like that.
I don't know if they're gonna, but I have got my fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
All right, so the last topic I wanted to go over. Now, originally I was going to say, will you be buying a Switch at launch? Now, I think I'm pretty positive that all three of you are in the buying the Switch at launch camp. Is that correct?
As soon as I can pre-order it, I'm going to pre-order it, and I'm going to make sure I get it. If I don't get it first day, I'm going to beat up a child.
I know.
No holds barred, man.
Find the first
He's
kid
going
you
to
can
shove
find.
some kid's face in the concrete.
Yep.
And I know, Tam, you had mentioned it the other night. You were gonna do what you could to get it as soon as possible, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally selling stuff off my walls,
Yeah.
trying to get the money together because I'm desperate. I've tried to get Nintendo consoles on launch. My wife has been a big help in the past. She's the one who stood out in the snow for the Wii. If I can do it, I'm there day one.
Okay. So I am not. I am like firmly in the I am not
All right.
buying this at launch.
I'm done. Podcast over.
Gotta leave. Fuck it.
And okay,
Let's get out of here.
the
Not
thing
one
is
of us.
that the thing is that what I really think that they should do, and oh my God, people would shit their pants if they did it. But what I think they should do to get more people to jump into the buy the Switch at launch camp,
I know what you're gonna say.
yeah, make Zelda exclusive to the Switch. They've got to do it.
No, they're not going to do it.
I know they're not, but they really should. Because that's if they were to do that, I'd buy a Switch. But they
don't know, though.
kill a lot of goodwill with their
Yeah.
consumers.
Even if
But-
they fucking delay the Wii U version to try to be like, oh, we're trying to make it run better, then that'll drive more sales towards the Switch because people are impatient.
Yeah.
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 Like,
But
I don't know. And then-
I think what we're going to have is a situation where they're already pushing Breath of the Wild for the launch.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I think we're going to see Mario Day one also.
Ooh, bold
that'd be
statement.
amazing.
Bold
That'd be
statement.
so amazing.
Mario, 3D Mario, and Breath of the Wild Day one. That's going to grab a lot of people if it happens.
That's a bold
Yep.
statement. So you saying in 9 days they're going to unveil the new Mario game?
Bombshells, man. It's gonna be bombshells everywhere.
I honestly
hype.
think if it's not launch, it's going to be in that launch window. I
Okay.
really
Close.
think that. Talking to what's her Laura Dale Kate,
Yeah, Laura Kate Taylor.
a little Laura Kate Dale.
Yeah.
She seems pretty damn confident that Mario's done.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
It's like it's a done deal, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Oh.
like
No,
it's,
like the game's complete.
it's localized.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mastered. So
Like they're gonna pull a freaking Fallout 4. It's like, oh, it's gonna be out in 3 months, kind of deal.
yeah, I
Dang.
really think that's what's going to happen.
Dang.
The guy who's in charge of Nintendo now, Kimishima, basically said one of the reasons they held off on launching the Switch in 2016 was to have the software ready.
Mhm.
That's
It
good.
wasn't
Yep.
it wasn't the hardware.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
they need software to push because the thing that killed the earlier momentum of the 3DS and the Wii U was the lack of releases
Yeah.
outside the launch window.
Oh,
Yeah, they didn't have
Yeah,
anything,
but-
and that's why I'm holding off on saying I'm going to buy the Switch, is because the Wii U did not. I mean, it wasn't until like a year and a half later that I even was interested in buying the damn thing, because there wasn't anything on it. It was just like a bunch of ports from that the PS3 and the Xbox 360 that I already had. I already had the games that they were saying, oh, Mass Effect 3. I'm like, I have Mass Effect 3. I have it.
That
I already
killed
have
me.
it on the PlayStation 3 and the PC, and you're trying to sell me Mass Effect 3 on the Wii U.
Give me
No.
the fucking trilogy.
Mass Effect 3 was $60 on release on
Yeah,
Wii U.
that's
At
it.
the time,
That
they
makes
were
no
releasing
sense.
the trilogy on PS3
I know.
for like $40.
I know, and that's what I bought. I bought the trilogy on PS3, and I'd already played it on the PC. And they're like, "Oh, hey, it's on the Wii." I'm
and
like,
then,
"What?"
and then you know what happened? They were just like, well, Mass Effect 3 didn't sell well, so now we're
Yep.
not gonna do
Yep.
it.
Now we're not trying hard anymore.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
It's like, well, no shit.
Well, like Need for Speed on Wii U was such a good port, but neither Nintendo nor EA would fucking advertise it.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, EA's like, Nintendo, you want to advertise this special port? Go for it. And Nintendo's like, it's not our game.
I actually didn't even know Need for Speed. There was a Need for Speed game on.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so good.
I might have to check it out. Is it a cheaper one or is it hard to find?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If I see it, I'll pick it up. I haven't played a Need for Speed game since PS2, but you know.
Also, I remember hearing Crisis 3 was apparently ready to go for the Wii U, but EA didn't want to publish it. They're like, nope, whatever. And it's
That's
just
weird.
like, oh man, like really? That would have been fun.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not gonna like if they blow me away on the 12th, and they're like, "Oh, these great games are coming out," you know,
Yes.
then I'm going to consider it a lot. You know, I'm gonna heavily consider it. But like as of right now, fuck no, I'm not gonna buy a Switch on launch. They've got absolutely nothing to convince me to buy it right now.
Let me ask you a question, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
What games are you looking for?
On the Switch.
Yeah. What types of games or what games, third-party games, are you looking for being on Switch, full-featured?
I'm actually not. I don't really care about third-party games, to be honest. I've got a PC for that. I want the good first-party stuff. I want a Mario game. I want a good Zelda game. I want a Metroid. Let's see. I wouldn't now. Okay, if we're gonna go third-party, I would like to see, and I've like been preaching about this for ages now. I would like to see Nintendo get to try their hand at making a Mega Man game.
Yes.
I know that'll never happen, but I mean, a boy can dream.
Right.
If they were to announce, a new Mega Man game for the Nintendo Switch, I will buy it. I will buy two. I will buy two so I can put one dock in my game room and one in my living room. And I know there's apparently docks they're gonna sell them later. Some rumors said, but no, I will buy two at launch so I can play it in both rooms at the same damn time.
I'm willing to bet the next Mega Man game does come to Switch, but it's going to be that new animated Mega Man.
Oh no.
Probably.
You know, honestly,
Oh, no.
I read didn't you? No, you probably didn't. Not everybody did. It wasn't a very popular article. I wrote an article about that a while back, saying that if I'm okay with that, make more Mega Man. If they've got to redesign it a little bit to be popular for the kids of today.
Yeah, but
go
he's
for
got
it.
a mini Mega Man pop out of his helmet.
Who cares? Like I was saying earlier in this podcast, if Capcom never makes another good Mega Man game, big fucking deal because, the fans have been doing a great job. But I'm saying if Capcom did make a Mega Man game, like a traditional Mega Man game, like even if it was redesigned, but if like the gameplay was traditional, I would like be all over that shit like white on rice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
What
okay,
about you guys? I know you guys want it first off, but what third parties are you looking for?
I want, honestly, we kind of touched on this, like what game we want, but I saw Grasshopper Manufacturers on there, and I would love a No More Heroes 3. Absolutely love a No More Heroes.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I third parties. I mean, I think we're gonna get Monster Hunter Double Cross on Switch, and I love Monster Hunter on the big screen more than I love it on portable. But then having both at the same time is fucking great.
Yeah.
So, that's cool. Grasshopper would be good to see. I do want to see more Bethesda stuff from Skyrim because I just like Skyrim's not really.
Yeah,
I'm glad it's coming to the Switch.
I don't. Why is Skyrim coming to the Switch? No. It's a Mass Effect 3 situation. Other than
but it's Skyrim remastered though. It's remastered,
who cares?
which just came out.
It's not that big. I think Skyrim coming out is dumb.
But there are people who are fucking nuts about Skyrim and will buy everything that comes out that is Skyrim. Okay. And you are not one of them, but there are people who are. Like there are people who are just like they're still like nuts about it. Like I play that game a lot, and I've got probably a good 200 hours logged on my PC, and however I don't even know how many hours I had logged on the PS3 whenever I first played it. I
fucking love Skyrim, but I don't understand why it came out in 2011. Why are we trying to release this bullshit now?
Well, here's the two things I'm taking from it. One, it's a Bethesda release on a Nintendo platform.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Never had one.
Yeah.
You know, not since like Blackthorn on the Super Nintendo or something.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a big deal. It's a good
number. Well, number two, you know, it's their most recent release, so it's their newest code base, and it's been ported to the Fallout 4 engine. So it's one that they're going to make their next game in. And we both know Travis on Twitter, who loves Skyrim. This is going to be the first time he gets to play it on a portable.
Yeah.
He's losing his shit.
Playing it on a portable. Yeah, and the way you can save that game too, it's not like you have to I guess it works as a portable, I guess.
Really what it comes down to is it's financing them porting their engine to the hardware.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like how you put it. That's a great way to put it, actually. That makes a lot of sense.
I wouldn't mind seeing Unreal Tournament if that's indeed what's going to happen. It seems like there are the settings like in Unreal Tournament, and I love shooting people. So,
oh my god!
You know, in the game.
Here.
Yeah, but you're not like all about the military style stuff.
Well, I've got guns. They're just in a cabinet. That's all. Safe.
Okay, so
just from the confirmed games they've got already, you know, Dragon Quest 11, which is probably coming west. Monster Boy, Sonic 2017, Rhyme.
I forgot about Monster Boy. That game looks so good, man.
Yeah. Ukulele dropped their Wii U port. Yep. So, you know.
Man, I wish Hive Jump would switch over.
I was just gonna ask you, Adam, if you heard if it's making the switch to the Switch.
It's supposed to be coming to Wii U this month, but I'm so mad because I fucking
man,
you can't play it on
mad about that fucking game.
Yeah,
they'll port it, man.
I go see them. They just live down the road from me.
Go punch them.
Go yell at them.
Go punch them.
Okay, so let's flip this around on you guys. What would make you not want to buy the Switch at launch at this point? What could they say on the 12th? What could they say on the 12th?
3 fanboys.
Yes, I am. What would they say on the 12th that would make you not want to buy it?
Every pack-in was smeared with shit.
You can clean it off, though.
What if?
No, man.
What if it
were priced like at $500 or some shit? I couldn't do it. I couldn't pull the trigger.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be, you know, whether you would. It's just you can't.
Yeah.
At that point. So okay. What if they said Zelda's coming out at launch? They've got a Mario game at launch, but they don't have any other games for 6 months. They have no other games coming out for 6 months.
It's fine. It's fine with me. It's
okay.
Whatever.
Okay. What if they straight up admitted, okay, we just want everyone to know that we are going to release the Switch on March 17th, but we are only going to be releasing about 1,000 units across North America.
Right.
And if you want one at launch, you're just going to have to worry about a scalper and buy one for $10,000.
Oh God. What if you are that scalper?
What if you just
just kidding.
That's
Just kidding.
honestly the numbers at release is my greatest concern.
Yeah, I think
I
that's they're not gonna. I mean, they're gonna pull a fucking Wii on this, you know.
A Wii or a NES Mini or that's what's really worrying. That's trying to create that hype, you know.
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's why I think we've all been watching like the pre-orders up or the pre-orders up. Like we've been calling EB. Like, are you guys taking pre-orders? And like, stop calling us.
Yeah,
like,
I know. I feel bad. I feel bad.
Well, that Go Nintendo said today that they're thinking pre-orders will open at GameStop in the U.S. on the 13th.
Mhm.
but each store will have a limited number they can pre-order.
Oh.
Yeah.
That just makes me think of Amiibo again. And
Yep.
Oh God.
I mean, I had some pretty good luck with Amiibo, but there were quite a few I was importing from Europe.
Man.
Yeah.
So, fingers crossed it's region free, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's like honestly that's my number one hang up is I almost like know that there is no way I'm gonna get my hands on one day one, so it's just like why I'm just not even gonna get into the mindset that I'll be able to get one at launch. I'm gonna play Breath of the Wild on Wii U. I'm gonna love it, and then maybe 2 years down the line I'll play it on Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well. That's how Nintendo works. So
I mean, I will say this. I had a PS4 for about 4 or 5 months before my money situation required to sell it. I barely played it.
yeah.
Just because so many of the third-party games, like you were saying, Tony, I've got on PC already.
Yeah. I mean, I played Witcher 3 on it, but I didn't know at the time that my PC would handle it. My PC handles it fine, but I mean, I played the hell out of Witcher 3. But then after that, I mean, I had a couple other games, but I didn't like get into them like
But
that.
I've never regretted buying a Nintendo system because of the first-party content.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm not in that boat, but that's okay.
I've never had any regrets. I don't know. I've gotten a lot of mileage out of all my systems, Nintendo systems. So.
Yeah, I didn't care for the Wii, but that's
Oh my
that's a
gosh.
different story for a different time.
Let's get 'em.
See, okay, people are gonna watch this, and if they get this
for
far,
his legs.
if they get this far into the podcast, they're gonna be like, "What? Really?" Because all my content across my entire site is all like Nintendo based, and then
Yes.
they'll get this far in the podcast, and they'll be like, "Wait a minute, you're not a Nintendo fanboy?" I'm like, "No, I'm really not." maybe back in the 16-bit days, but man, after Nintendo 64 blew ass, so I don't know.
One of the cool things I think about the Switch so far that I've at least heard from the lineup, it's gonna have a lot of RPGs, which is kind of interesting.
Dude, I hope so.
Like, there's gonna be it starts with Skyrim, Zelda. It looks like the most RPG Zelda we've ever seen.
Oh yeah,
this year.
definitely. It actually has RPG elements this time.
We got Xenoblade Chronicles X, like a port, which is apparently coming. Dragon Quest 11. And then apparently there's also going to be Mother 3 in like the summer sometime, which is pretty sick. Like,
yeah, I saw that like literally right before I got on to talk to you guys. They were going to release it, or like there was some rumor about it.
Yeah, it was apparently the rumor is that it was going to be released on the Wii U, but then Nintendo was like, "Well, the Wii U is kind of toast, so we're just going to wait until the Switch comes out," which makes sense.
Yeah, that's smart.
But yeah, there's going to be a lot of RPGs, which I think is interesting, and it makes me wonder, like, what's Square doing? What they're going to do?
Well, you look at it this way. I mean, how many RPGs were on the 3DS? There's a ton of RPGs on the 3DS, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if that's what they're going to, yeah.
You give me Bravely Default on the Switch.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I will buy. Okay. If they start porting 3DS games over to the Switch like right away, I will buy it. Because I got rid of my 3DS because I was trying to. I don't even want to get into that, but there are some games I'd really like to play again. I didn't get to finish Bravely Default. If they put it on Switch, yeah, that would push me further into that camp.
The fucking Fire Emblem,
Yes.
probably going to show up.
If they did, yeah, that's another one. I haven't gotten to play any of them, so.
So good.
They might be porting Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
similar to Persona. So you've got that. The new Atlas Fantasy game, they haven't announced a system for, but good chance it'll come to Switch.
Yeah, Atlas and Nintendo are pretty good repertoire together, don't they? And then I remember hearing like it's a fucking out there rumor, and there's nothing saying anything towards it being true. But I remember hearing a while ago that there's maybe going to be a remake of Final Fantasy VI for the Switch.
If that happens, then I'll just go ahead and.
I would.
I will run up and down the street naked. I'll film it, and
If
then I
that
will
gets
sell
announced
that
on the 12th,
It'll-
if that gets shown on the 12th, I'm just gonna crank one out right there.
Yeah, I'll be sitting there watching it on my phone at work,
On live
and then
stream?
you know,
Yeah, I'll stream it. Fuck it.
yeah.
I don't care.
I mean, it's got a good chance of getting Final Fantasy VII remake on it.
Yeah.
That would be good because I sold my
So I mean,
console. I can't play
it's the perfect scenario for them. You know that Japan's all about their handheld.
Mm-hmm.
They're riding the train. They're riding the subway. They need a handheld. Well, again, going back to that, the most powerful handheld ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what it'll do. I think if that's the case, and it is, it's going to sell well in Japan.
Yes.
Hands down, it's going to sell well in Japan. If it does that, which it will, you're going to see a lot of these old, Konamis and these Capcoms and SquareSofts and all that. You're going to see them start producing these big, games again and bringing these old franchises back because, hey, our Japanese system is selling well in Japan now. Let's start cranking out these games again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and they said, is it region free? Is it supposed to be region free?
Current rumor is that it is region free.
Oh, so that's cool. So then we'd be able to.
The back of the unit on the Tonight Show had the markings for North America and Europe.
Yeah.
I don't know about the rest of the world, but
Yeah, because that'd be cool if we could just import stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. We had a very good, long discussion on this.
Yeah.
And I'm just, from all of this, I don't think I even have to edit this, so I'm pretty happy about that. I'm just going to throw this up on YouTube.
Lazy.
Yep, lazy. So I appreciate all three of you guys coming out and talking about the Nintendo Switch. Hopefully,
Thanks for having me.
yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully your guys' dreams come true on the 12th and you get everything that you asked for. Santa Claus didn't come for you at Christmas, but he's coming on the 12th of January, right?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's all we got. Thanks for listening, audience. Later.
Later.
Bye.